All right, perfect. So we're going to go over 10 grants that you can apply for every single month. You can keep applying for these grants every single month. Doesn't matter if you get approved or not. You can keep reapplying the next month. If you miss the deadline for this month, you can catch the deadline for next month. So remember, these are grants, not loans. So there's not going to be any payments, no interest, no equity. You keep 100% of the money. You do have to actually apply. Most of these are going to be a short form and a brief pitch about your business. These are very quick applications. The information in this video is for educational purposes only. This is not financial advice. This is not legal advice. All right, so now before we get into all of these grants, I just want to say really quick, if you find the information in this video to be very helpful and valuable to you, I would appreciate it if you leave a like on the video, comment, and subscribe to the channel. All right, so the first grant is going to be the Galaxy grant. The amount depends on the month. It could be as low as 2,500. It could be as high as 4,250. Who can apply? Who qualifies? It's going to be women and minority entrepreneurs. How to apply? It's going to be a 30-second online entry form. I'm going to show you the website right now. All right, so this is the website, Galaxy Grant. So you can see this is a very short application. You want to just enter this information. Very simple information. It's not too complicated. You can see it's just asking for your name, email, zip code, gender, ethnicity, business status, create a password if you were referred by anyone, and submit the application. So, all right, let's go to the next one. All right, next one is going to be the Hustlers Micro Grant. This one you can get $1,000, and who can apply? It's going to be all U.S. small business owners and entrepreneurs. So basically, very general, right? So if you are a small business owner or entrepreneur and you're in the United States, you can apply. Once again, it's a very quick application. For this one, there is going to be a $15 fee. And let me take you to the website. All right, cool. So this is the website, and you want to scroll down, and you can see that once again, this is very simple information. You fill out your name, your title, phone number, your email. These are all just basic questions, basic information, right? Business industry, your business revenue. Tell us about your business. So you're going to see a lot of these grant applications. They're going to ask you for your business information. So you can always use like ChatGPT or something like that to help you. If you don't have like the exact description off the top of your head, how will you use the money if awarded? So you want to just be very specific here. Keep in mind that this is going to be what separates you from everyone else applying. So if there's anything that is going to help you actually get approved versus other people, it's going to be these two sections right here. So yeah, you can see very simple information there. And all right, let's go to the next one. All right, so we got the Amber Grant. This is the third one. So this one can be $10,000. You can get $10,000. You can only apply if you're a woman-owned business, United States and Canada. How to apply? It's a brief application, one-time fee, $15. All right, so here is the website, and as you can see, once again, very simple information. Your name, email address, business name, tell us about your business, tell us what you would do with the money. Once again, very similar to the last one. $15 application fee, and let's go to the next one. All right, so the next one is the Sky's the Limit Grant. You can get $2,500. Who can apply? Underrepresented entrepreneurs in the United States, Canada, and the UK. So for this one, in order to apply, you're going to have to submit a video pitch. When it says community voting, that basically means that the community is going to vote on who wins based on the information provided. All right, so here's the website. You want to scroll down and click where it says Get Started for Entrepreneurs. You're going to have to create a free account for this one. I'm not going to take you through that. But yeah, you can do that. And let's go to the next one. Number 5 is the Hello Skip grant. You can win $1,000 as long as you're in the United States and you're an entrepreneur that's over the age of 18, you can apply. All right, so how to apply? Once again, a very quick application. All right, so this is the website. You can see you want to hit the button that says apply now, and you're going to have to create a free account before you can apply. All right, so now let's go to the next one. All right, the next one is going to be the Legacy Grant. Who can apply? As long as you're a small business owner, you can qualify. It's going to be a short application. Let's go to the website. All right, so this is the website right here. You want to scroll down and fill out this information right here. Name, email, phone number, basic information. Business industry, monthly revenue, what we use this grant for, submit the application. And let's go to the next one. All right, so the next one is the Verizon Digital Ready Grant. The amount you can get approved for is $10,000. As long as you're a U.S. small business, for profit, you can't be a nonprofit, you can qualify. How to apply? You got to complete 2 free online courses, then apply. Now let's take you to the website. All right, this is the website. You are going to have to hit this button right here that says register. If you already have an account, you can sign in, but I'm guessing you don't. So you want to hit the button that says register and then, complete the 2 courses and then you can qualify and apply for the grant. All right, next one is going to be the Awesome Foundation Grant. It's $1,000. Who can apply? Individuals, groups, and organizations worldwide. Let's go to the website. All right, so here is the website. So you want to select a chapter. So basically it's just saying, so you can see here that it has different countries. It's got Armenia, Australia, Canada, Malaysia, Netherlands, Qatar, United Kingdom. Of course, it's got the United States. And you want to if you're in the United States, you want to select your specific state that you live in, your state and your city. And then once you do that, basic information like your name, email, phone number, tell us about your awesome project. That's basically just your business idea. How will you use the money? Once again, these are the things that are going to separate you from everyone else applying. So keep that in mind when you fill out this information. All right, next up, we got the Wish Local Grant. So the amount you can win is going to be $500 to $2,000. And who can apply? This is only going to be available to Black-owned brick and mortar businesses in the United States. And let's go to the website. All right, so here's the website. You want to click apply now, or you can just scroll down. It's going to take you to the same place. And this is going to be basic information as normal. First name, last name, store name. Remember, this is for storefront businesses for Black-owned business owners in the United States. So just all the basic information. But let's go to the next grant. All right, next up, we got the Freed Fellowship Grant. The amount you can win is going to be $500. And sometimes it could be $2,500 at the end of the year. Who can apply? It's going to be United States micro, in other words, small business owners. How to apply? Short application. All right, so here's the website. You're going to have to create an account with them. So provide your name, email address, click start now, and then you're going to be taken to the application. And as always, it's going to be a pretty short application. It shouldn't take you that long to complete it. All right, perfect. So that was number 10. So those are all the grants. And here is the summary of all the grants we went over today, along with the website. So you can take a screenshot of this if you want. All right, perfect. So now you have 10 grant applications you can submit this month. None of them are loans, so none of them need to be paid back. Your action steps are going to be bookmark the grant websites shown in this video. I hope you took a screenshot. Let me actually go back. All right, so take a screenshot if you did not take a screenshot before. And then the next steps are going to be to bookmark the grant websites shown in this video. Apply to at least 3 grants this week. The more, the better. I mean, it all depends on how much time you have, but honestly, each grant is not going to take you that long to apply for. So you can really do all 10 probably within 1 hour if you're really serious about this. Um, you want to add a recurring monthly reminder to apply again. So it's very easy to set up a monthly reminder on your phone, so that way you can keep applying for these grants every single month. And if this video helped you, once again, like I said, you can definitely like the video, comment, and subscribe for more free funding resources. And I also want to show you something else. So I have another really good website that you can use to find grants. So the website is called grantwatch.com, and I'll link it for you down below in the description. But this is a very good website. You can use it to find grants. You can see here at the top, you can search for grants, search by location, search by category. There's grants for there's grants for each specific state. So if let's say you live in the state of California, you can find California-based grants. But this is a very powerful website, thousands and thousands of grants that you can find. I also really like this tool. So it's an AI grant writing tool. And oh yeah, I also suggest you create an account with GrantWatch, because what they're going to do is they're actually going to send you emails. Like on a monthly basis, they're going to email you. Sometimes they'll do it every single week, but they'll literally email you custom grants that they think that you qualify for. If you fill out these things with very minimal information, it's going to fill in the blanks for you with AI. So that's going to save you a lot of time. I also have a community that you can join. It's called Logical Solutions. And right now it's $53 a month. But when you join this community, you're going to get access to a lot of these resources. So I have this classroom. It's got all my courses in here. So you can see I have a course in here called the Grants Funding Blueprint. And I have step-by-step videos in here. I have resources, like I have a list of over 1,000 grants that you can apply for every single month. So it's more than just the 10 that you saw in this video. There's over 1,000 that you can apply for. And some of them are going to be month-to-month specific. So in other words, some of them are going to be, you have to apply by the end of January. And if you miss the deadline, you got to wait till next January. Right? Same thing for February. If you missed the deadline in February, wait till next February, you can apply again. I teach you how to find and hire a grant writer for cheap as well. So yeah, I do suggest you take advantage of those resources. And if you do need help fixing your credit, I also offer done for you credit repair inside this community. So this comes included for free. What you're really paying for is the community, but I basically fix your credit for you as long as you stay inside the community. So, I mean, there's a lot of stuff in here. I'm not going to show you everything in this video, but I do suggest to check out my community as well. And I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.